Hello YouTube, it is ChampionDJK coming at you again with another video, and today I've got, this is going to be probably a part one of two. We'll say one of two. I'll probably just do two parts to this video because otherwise this video would be very long. This one's probably going to be long as it is, but this is about the Iola Classic Car Show in Wisconsin, Iola, Wisconsin. I go there maybe once every other year, and it's basically a 4-day thing, but I usually go just the first day on Thursday, take a day off of work, I go hunt around Diecast at the swap meet. And I usually pick up a bunch of stuff and a bunch of odd items, typically. So, this year was no exception. I got a bunch of odd, weird stuff. We're going to take a look at it today. I am stoked, actually, to get into it. I'm just realizing now I'm going to need a scissors, and I don't know where my scissors is. That's going to be a problem. We're going to have to use a blade. All right, whatever. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So again, if you're not familiar with the Iola, I-O-L-A, Classic Car Show, it's this massive thing and massive swap meet in Wisconsin every year in like the first week of July. Excuse me. So let's start with the first item, which is actually the most normal thing I think I've purchased. So this is a Matchbox moving parts. There was one like hobby dealer set up there that had some stuff, had some Auto World, had some Johnny Lightning, a bunch of stuff. Most of it I didn't really need. I did pick up a couple other items that'll be in the part two. But I did pick up this 1987 Volkswagen Golf Mark I Cabriolet in white, because I don't think I had this one. This is a new for 2025 casting, so check that out. It's pretty nice. It's a moving part casting, obviously from Matchbox, and this particular one has opening doors, which are pretty tight, actually very tight. I'm not even going to bother opening them because I don't care that they open, really. There's your interior. Pretty good looking basic Matchbox. Yeah, kind of a dot matrixy thing going on with the front graphic. The back one is Tampo, just a weird combination. They do the front graphic like that and then the back graphic with that style. Pretty cool. I dig it. I think it's pretty nice. Like that little Volkswagen. Good casting from Matchbox. Matchbox has just been really doing a great job lately with their newer toolings, and I really enjoy collecting them. So pretty awesome. All right, let's set that one aside. Let's look at, I got a couple of racing champions, some odd things here. We got, this is one of 999. This is the Delaware State Police 1999 Ford F350 pickup, issue number 94 from Police USA. Authentic police cruisers from the 30s to the 90s. And we gotta actually cut this. It should be pretty easy because I think the packaging is pretty brittle. I don't have the scissors in the room. Otherwise, I would definitely prefer to use that. Get that out of the way. And then open up this and check it out. So clearly not 1/64 scale. Like scale-wise, we're not doing too good here. We got the Volkswagen and then this thing. This is definitely smaller than 1/64. It is a dually. Let's check that out. Pretty crazy looking, actually. So yeah. It is kind of neat. I don't think I had an example of this casting. That's basically why I picked it up, and it was super cheap. So, a lot of this stuff. By the way, I really hunt for deals. I don't like just buy everything. If I think I can, I look for cheap, good deals on stuff. And part of that is why I, end up with a bunch of weird stuff, because that's generally stuff that ends up selling cheap. I don't really go there to find like Hot Wheels I'm missing, stuff like that, typically. Or like whatever, find the latest car culture releases or chases or super treasure hunts or anything like that. That stuff is there. Like there's some of that stuff there, but that's not what I'm going for. I go to find like weird stuff that I never even thought of before. That's the fun of it for me. And that will be clear in the items that we bought. So That's pretty neat. Not too bad. It's got details in the front. It's got details in the back. The tailgate opens. The hood opens. Oh, the tailgate's broken. Whoops. And the hood's not. One thing, by the way, you got to watch out for on old Racing Champions is you get some ones with zinc pest, or I bet you I could probably break this tailgate in my fingers. I'm going to probably just set it in like that and leave it. I should probably just throw this thing away. I mean, why would I even keep it? I don't know. But the tailgate's broken on it. There's a little nubbin that broke off. We're just going to stick the tailgate in the back for now and move on. Let's see if this one fared any better. This is the DuPage County, Illinois Animal Control. This van's kind of a nice casting from Racing Champions. Open that one up. And get the yellowing packaging off. Pretty basic, but a decent casting. Chevy van. The back does open, but you know what? I'm not even going to bother on this one because I'm honestly a little bit scared of what will happen. Oh, we got a tail, or one of these little lights up top that is busted. So we're not doing too hot so far. I mean, we've got 2 castings with issues. Now this one would be super easy to fix. Just a little drop of glue. Put it right back into place. And this one is fixed. Oh, it's got that little, what do you call it? Divider thing in the inside the van, which is kind of neat. Now I kind of do want to open it. See if we can get it opened without breaking anything. This is not exactly the best way to do it, but it works. And that's what we got inside there. So it wasn't really worth doing, but whatever. There you go. That's what the inside of the van looks like. DuPage Animal County Patrol. DuPage County Animal Control. Doors are a little crooked there, but oh well. A decent casting from Racing Champions. All right, we got a bunch of loose random crap here. I think before we go to the loose random crap, let's go to these Maisto. I bought 3 Maisto 5-packs. Kind of interesting stuff. The first one is the Farmland Collection. So let's go ahead and open it up. Maisto 5-packs. Some of these older Maisto castings are kind of cool. I think a lot of them are like some of them are ripped off toolings from Matchbox. And maybe even various other brands. So this is actually in a blister. So I'm going to rip this off here. Rip off the cardboard. Oh my god, it's not cooperating. And then we'll kind of grab them out like one car at a time. First one in here is a Trabant. That is kind of cool. So this is the Harry Potter car, right? We're just smacking into the tripod. So how cool is that? It's got suspension. Plastic base. Made in China. Like those basically Matchbox style wheels. Very minimal detailing. We got just silver painted on the back and just silver painted on the front as well. But kind of a cool Maisto, right? Rolls real nice. It's got really a nice suspension to it, which is just probably, well, that might actually be legit, like the little plastic like leaf spring type of thing in there. Maybe what that actually is. I don't know. I like that one. I think that's cool. Then we got the Culture Coupe, which is a Ford Economy. If I can get it out. And this one is like, that's very stuck in there. All right. Ford Econovan. The Culture Coupe. Again, it's got suspension and very minimal detail. Kind of a cool little van. I think I actually have this already somewhere. Next is the Ford Explorer, the Comet. It's got some bounce. This is kind of cool. I like this one too. These things just have this cool suspension. I mean, they feel kind of light and cheap and whatever, but I mean, paint seems to be good. There's no like rotten metal, so I have no idea how old these are. I should have probably looked. Is there a year on the back? 1995. So it's got a bunch of different 5-pack options that were available. Some of these things look pretty darn cool, actually. So that is neat. I like this one. I think this one's neat. Yeah, these 5-packs are kind of cool. The next one is a, what is this? Is this a Nice? No, it's a Ford. This is a Ford truck. Tow truck. Village Towing. Oh, it does articulate. It doesn't extend or anything. It's got a trailer hitch that's obnoxiously huge. But it does have suspension. I believe this is a Ford, right? Yeah, that's a Ford. Doesn't really want to roll on this smooth surface, but it does roll. Real basic, but kind of cool. And then lastly, we get a tractor. Does it tell me what kind of tractor this is? It does not. It's a Ford tractor, I'll tell you that. So this is basically, you got the Trabant and then some Fords. Was the Trabant actually made by Ford? I have no idea. Is it a Ford Anglia or something? I don't know enough about it. So this is kind of interesting. The wheels are just on this plastic peg. I feel like this one would be easy to break. Not a bad casting of a tractor, I guess, though. I wonder who originally developed the tooling, if it was Maisto or who it was. Rubber tires. Kind of crazy. Metal body. This is all plastic right here. Plastic top. The blue is metal. Not a bad little tractor. We got 2 more of these. We got 2 more of these 5-packs. This next one is delivery services. So we got that one, and I think the best one's probably the last one, which is Beverly Hills. Same deal, they're like blistered in, so we got to rip them off of that. I think the first one is a Volkswagen Golf. It says Golf GT1. Pizzeria. 967-1111. Again, it's got some suspension. This definitely feels like the old Matchbox Superfast casting of the Volkswagen Golf. That's what it looks like. And it probably is that casting. That's kind of cool. And we're going to move a little bit quicker through this one just because. And then we got another Ford Explorer. So same tooling as that one, but this is the airport shuttle. Call 1-800-800-8. A little sacked out in the back, but pretty cool nonetheless. Airport shuttle. We got 2 of that Ford Explorer. Then we got another Econovan. This is the automotive parts delivery van. Little van. Kind of cool. Whatever. Somewhat interesting. Hopefully. Maybe. Maybe not. Then we got UPS, or U.S. Parcel Services, which is like fake UPS. Little brown truck. It's a Mercedes. Yeah, Mercedes van 307D. Kind of interesting, I guess. Weird little die-cast car. And like I said, I like collecting this weird stuff. I think it's fun. I just think it's fun to look at. And then we got this last one is Landscape Services Company, and this is, I don't know what this is. It may not even be a licensed model, but it's some sort of cab-over stake bed truck. And not sure what it's actually supposed to be, but there she is, right there. All right, Let's open the last 5-pack, and then we can get into these loose cars here. This one is Beverly Hills. We've got some pretty cool cars in here. Of course, being Beverly Hills. We got some fancier stuff. This also happens to be the dirtiest 5-pack of them all. Let's go ahead and get it off of the blister here. All right, and starting with the most basic of them all, a Corvette ZR1 right there. Stance-wise, we've got some issues. Like that is, woo, that's a big old gap there. It doesn't have suspension. It has suspension in the front, but the back is like super stiff. It should be sitting like that maybe. So this is kind of a fail, but it looks okay. Corvette ZR1. We'll set that thing there. The next one is I think it's a Mercedes. This is a Mercedes 500 SL. This one actually says it's 1/60th scale. Okay, could be right. This one looks pretty decent. Silver painted headlights, nothing on the back. So again, really, really basic, but stance-wise, it's looking okay. It doesn't really have the suspension, the bounce. Doesn't look like the base is set up for that either. And we got a sticker that says Made in China. Interesting. The other ones don't. They just say it in the base. So who knows whose tooling this originally is. That's the thing with some of the Maisto stuff. Some of the toolings were used originally elsewhere. And then the Porsche 911 Speedster. This is a cool one in red. Pretty nice. This one does have the old bounce, so that's pretty cool, and liking that one a bit. I think it's kind of neat. Again, it's got like these Matchbox, almost like a whatever super fast wheel or whatever. Then we have a Jaguar XJS V12, a nice little Jag. That's a cool one. Rolls real nice. We get no details on it, just the black stripage, which is, I don't know, kind of unnecessary. I wish they would have just put some headlights on there. The headlights are like, the paint's either like so thick or they just not even cast into the front. So a really basic casting, but it's got the essence of the Jaguar there. And then lastly, we've got a Lamborghini Diablo. So look at this cool thing. So these even had like, there was a Ferrari 5-pack, it looks like. They had like an F40 in it, a 348, a Testarossa. That's pretty cool. And there was some other cool stuff. There was this one too, this race team one that had like a Baja truck and then 2 F1 cars. So there's some other cool ones to kind of look out for that if I come across, I would totally grab. But let's go ahead and move on. I think those 5-packs, those Maisto 5-packs are pretty nifty. So the castings aren't the best, right? But I don't know, they're kind of cool. They got some charm. All right, we only have a couple of cars in this first tray. Then we got some Matchbox. So there's some cars I got loose. We got a Lamborghini Countach Matchbox with the little orange slice wheels or whatever. Goofy things, and that looks pretty decent in a metal flake red, so picked that up. I picked up this Matchbox here, 8-dot State Police. It very much looks like the Wisconsin State Police coloring. It's not, but it looks like it. It's very, very close to how the Wisconsin State Police was with that blue. It's a Ford LTD. That's pretty nifty there. Digging that one. We got 2 more here, 2 more Matchbox, and actually I got 2 of these. They're both the same. I don't know. I think I bought 2. So a lot of these sellers have like pick 5 cars for whatever money or whatever it is, 5 for 5, 5 for 4, whatever, you know, whatever. So I end up getting extra stuff if I didn't have, there wasn't anything else that I really wanted or liked. So I ended up with 2 of these. I don't know if these, oh, they do. I don't know if you could hear that. This one's completely dead. Yeah, anyway, so they actually do a siren. This is Matchbox Military Police. So there are batteries inside this little coin cells. To get to them, you can actually open that up, take the base off, and you could change them out. There's probably going to be some corrosion in one of these, but cool little 8-dot Matchbox Mercedes. So I thought these were cool, and I picked up both of them just because they were there, and I thought, you know, whatever, I'll get two. I don't know what I'll end up doing with one, but we have two for now. All right. Then we got this thing. This thing's got suspension. It's got opening doors. It's got a metal base. This is a Road Champs Porsche 928 Rally. I mean, Rally, more like a monster truck. I mean, this thing is wild. I had to pick it up. It's got opening doors. It is a Road Champs car, which I like the older Road Champs, the JRI stuff from the early 80s. This thing's got some suspension travel. It rolls. It's in kind of a racing livery. I just thought it was too cool to pass up. So I grabbed that. I grabbed this. This is a Ford Thunderbird from Motor Max, which I think is really neat, pretty great. I actually have this, but I think mine is like really kind of screwed up. Like I think the paint's like all messed up on it. But I found this for cheap, and I totally just snagged it because why not? It's a cool casting though. So very, very cool to get this in good mint shape. Rolls. It's from the American Graffiti series. The only lame thing about it is just having that on the graphic there, and the A is actually A and M are actually missing on American, which is whatever. I should just like remove the whole logo. I'd be fine with that, and just having this car as is. But pretty neat. That is pretty neat. And then we've got this little oddball thing. This is, what is this? It feels like this is a Nissan, but I'm not sure. It's not licensed. Somebody let me know what this is supposed to be. It's a Nissan, right? I think 188 SX or something. I honestly don't know. It's an 808. That's what it is. Ooh. Some cheap little China thing. It's got the kind of Yapming style wheels. I just thought it looked okay, so I picked it up. Then we got a dupe. We've got two of these. One of these was in like a little bag of cars that I got, and the other one was individual, so I didn't even know I got two of them until I got home. But we got this El Camino SS, and these are Majorettes. They're both in great shape, too, by the way. Majorettes. They got a little trailer hitch on them. They were all metal body, metal base. They have opening doors. Pretty neat. And they got suspension. See, the whole bounce factor, that was a very popular thing in back in the day when they were making diecast. That was like a very popular feature. I wish, honestly, they would bring that back. You know, Matchbox should do it. Matchbox should bring back, like in the moving parts line or something. It's just so satisfying to have them have some bounce, a little ride, a little suspension. I think that's really cool. So I think they should do it. I think they should bring it back. Maybe Majorette should bring it back or something too. We got another Majorette, and it's this guy right here, the official pace car. Mustang convertible in 159 scale, made in France. And again, it's got that bounce. And this one's got an opening hood, which got a pried open, but there it is. Pretty sad amount of detail in there, but yet for its time, pretty rad. Made in France, I'm guessing like late 80s. Early 90s, something like that, with neon color. I mean, when were these fluorescent colors invented? Just kidding. And like, but yeah, really cool. Official pace car. Digging that. I think that is neat enough. So yeah, we got a duplicate of the El Camino. And then let's see what else we got. Oh, here's a little Matchbox. Rolls Royce, Silver Shadow, right? Silver Cloud, sorry. Does not have suspension. Very basic detail. I picked this one up because I had this when I was a kid and thought this was cool. This was one of my like childhood cars that, you know, obviously got all chipped up and all that stuff, so it's cool to get one in mint condition. I may already have one somewhere. I don't know. It's possible I have one in my Matchbox collection. I would have to like dig around and look. Excuse me. It's very, very possible. But I thought this was cool, so I picked it up, of course. And, you know, I got like definitely more weird stuff than normal stuff in this whole little haul. This next one right here is a little Porsche. And it's the Speedster 356, right? This thing is really nice, actually. It is a Malibu International car. These were, I think, re-released as Greenlight Motor World. A couple of these castings. But look at this. It's got inserted details for headlights. It's got the side mirror. California 356A and an oval. That's a little bit weird. But some nice details. Rubber tires, plastic base. This originally would have been screwed into a acrylic case. And it's quite a nice little car. So I'm digging that find. That was a good one to find. And to find mint. In mint shape. So that is really cool. Let's just leave it right there. And then we got a couple of oddballs left. Let's do these. I've got two 280Zs. We've got a Road Champs JRI Datsun 280ZX right there. I already have this, but I couldn't pass it up. It's like the first car I saw when I got there. And it was like $2. I'm like, that is a deal for this thing. It's nice. I have to compare it to the condition of the other one I have and see which one I'm going to keep, or maybe I will just keep both. It is a possibility. It is a definite possibility. And then we got this one that's in really rough shape, but I picked it up because I just didn't have it. It's a Z-Toys Datsun 280ZX. By the way, I'm picking up all these 280Zs, 240Zs, 260Zs because I want to do, this is a pullback, but the pullback feature is busted. It is not working, and that's okay. This is in really rough shape. It's dirty. It's got like carpet. Ugh, that's probably pretty gross. Maybe you want to clean that out. It's hairy. It's obviously been played with quite a bit. But I didn't have it. I needed an example. I needed an example of it because I'm trying to get every single version. My theory right now is that like the first and second gen Z cars are the most replicated in 1/64 scale car ever. Like more than Camaro, more than like, you know, a 67 Camaro, more than anything. Every single brand back in the 80s and whatnot put out this car, and then all these other brands, you know, currently put out this car. So it is one of the most, like the 240Z through the 280ZX, like the most replicated car ever. I think it is, because the amount of variations or amount of different brands that put a casting out of this is staggering. And eventually we're going to do that video. I've been piling them up in a corner here in the room, and eventually we're going to do a video. There's a couple more I got to get after before I can do that. There's some that I may never find, but there's a lot out there. And this is one of the crazy ones right here. That's a pullback, and it's a Z-Toys. Even Z-Toys made like probably 3 different versions of a 280, 240, whatever. All right, next is very, very off-brand, actually zero branding on this at all. Old little, obviously China-made thing. And this is a Pantera. Very poorly stanced. Very cheap. Very weird, but very me, I guess, for trying to pick up old, cheap, weird diecasts. They're just rare. You don't see them very often. That's why I love them. So, you guys let me know what you think about that. Last item, actually, though, is this thing. So this is a cheap China thing, but it's really a Ford Supervan 2. And I mean, it's not very well put together, clearly. That thing's like just wobbling around in there. It's got, the ambulance was put on upside down. That's so if it's flipped over, you know it's here to pick you up. I don't know. That's crazy, but I do have, here's a real Matchbox version, because this is a Matchbox casting, or it's a ripped off Matchbox casting, right? Here is a Matchbox as an EMS. This is another one of those. Oh, I don't know if you could hear that, but it's another one of those that makes sound. The batteries are probably toast in it, but yeah, that's the Matchbox tooling. Here is whatever this is. So I thought that was fun. That was pretty cool to get. All right, that's gonna be it for part 1. We're gonna have a part 2 that's gonna be probably just as long. So I don't know if I'm gonna release these things back to get back. We'll see, but this will be part 1. Thank you guys very much for watching. And yeah, this will be in the vintage, older, secondhand haul playlist. So if you want to see more weird crap like this, that's where to go. And that goes way back to me getting weird stuff. So there's a lot of content there, various video quality, all that jazz. But check it out if you want to. Thank you very much and have a good day.